Hello everyone, how we doing? Adam here from Three Count Radio, and today we are going to light the fuse of this podcast with none other than Dynamite Lee Dawson. How you doing, my friend?
How you doing, my friend? It's good to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on, mate. Pleasure to have you on. It's what I've been wanting to do for a while, I'll be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you've been messaging me like 3 times over it, like asking when are we going to do this, and then yeah, today's finally come.
I have to be persistent. Even from
Yeah,
that's kind of one worry from doing this. I don't want to come off as a prick. So I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
keep going, but it's, I you guys are busy. It's perfectly understandable. You guys are mega busy.
yeah.
So
No, I
how?
appreciate that.
No problem, mate. No problem. How we doing anyway? How's life?
Yeah, since wrestling's back, like pretty much everything's been better than what it was before lockdown and like before coronavirus, and because like all this like since ever since coming back, everything's just like skyrocketed for me. And I've had some like amazing moments. Like I've had some good opponents and like met new people as well. And like I've made a lot more friends than I've recently have, and it's just been really good for me. And like I've been happy like these past 5 months. Just doing wrestling and like just training wrestling and having a laugh, and it's really good, man. Yeah,
Look, I'm really glad because it's been a blast watching. It's always great because I've watched because I've been going through shop for a while. So from seeing the likes of you, Danny Proper, Oscar Byron on merch and the Ring Crew to now, I just smashing it. It's always really really good to see like that transition. It's always fun to see. So
yeah.
what what would you think, or what would be your reaction if I say like right now, and this is consistent shows that I've seen you on, you get huge pops, regardless that you are one of the most over stars in British wrestling, in my eyes anyway, and most likely in Danny Proper's eyes as well. um,
Yeah, yeah.
how would
Danny's
you
proper.
react to that? That is great.
Yeah, yeah. Danny's proper. Like he loves like just mentioning me on Twitter, just like I'm gonna run and stuff, and I'm just like, what is this? Yeah, but he's always asking me like, what's your entrance music, and I'm just like, Danny, no, I've chosen my entrance music. You're not choosing for me. Because like all the stuff he's come up with for me, like it's just not my beat. Like I just can't choose. Like so, I've had my own music like for like 5 years, like in the business, and like I knew what it was going to be, and Danny's just like it's a shit version of Linkin Park and all that, and I'm just like, shut up, Danny. Uh,
If it works, it works.
yeah, exactly. Like you just got to go with your own flow, and you have your style of music. Like you
Yeah,
could have like you could like all types of music, but if you feel like there's one certain type, then you go for that type.
exactly, exactly. Yeah. Ever since I thought about training, ever since it was like, right, I'm going to do this. Even before then, there was one song. There's always been one song. I've got like others. It's like if circumstances were to change. But yeah, like there's one song that I know. I know that's gonna be it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of training, what was it that motivated you to start training? What was it that got you into it?
It was mainly a Future Shock. So I was I started watching Future Shock Underground 9. That was my first ever Future Shock event. That's where I first saw Joey Hayes, Danny Hope, Sonna Durson, Tyson T-Bone as well. That I watched all of them on that show, and Zach Gibson was on that show as well, actually. And I've always wanted to start training like from then, but like we didn't really have the money to like take me training and stuff. So before I started pro wrestling, I was doing like Olympic wrestling, like similar to the one Kurt Angle did in the '96 Olympics.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, like, well, I've not done it that long. I was doing it like from when I was like 15, and I only did that up to a year because I was doing that in Bolton. So I do it normally after every Wednesday, and it's quite intense stuff, and you definitely learn a lot of takedowns and like stuff like you probably learn like if you're in like a police officer or something, because that's sort of the stuff that you have to learn if you like ever a police officer or even a bouncer or some stuff like that. Like it's proper takedowns, proper training and everything. So you learn a lot of footwork like once you do amateur wrestling.
I mean, not to piss you off.
Well, I wasn't really the best at it, but like I still gave it my go. And there was sometimes I was good, sometimes I was like not so good. But it's just mainly it's because like I just wanted to be a pro wrestler. Like that was my main aim. But I did kickboxing like for a year when I was like 5. And then did MMA for a year as well, like when I was about 10 to 11. So I've had like experiences of other sports, but they just like they all weren't for me. But like it was good fun, but it's just it wasn't like I wouldn't be that type of person that would just like walk into the octagon and like have like 3 to 5 rounds with like I don't know Khabib or McGregor.
it's it's about finding your niche, though, isn't it? Like finding
Yeah,
what
exactly.
for you.
Yeah.
So you've always been interested in fighting and things like
Well, always been interested in wrestling, but I've always I obviously I live in Bury, and we never knew that there was a wrestling school around Manchester. So because obviously I was doing all the other sports when I was in like primary school and high school, and it's like because Bury's not like a place where you see a lot and stuff. Like so when I went to a future shot show in 2016, I think it was Underground 17. My mum asked if I wanted to train me. If my mum asked if I wanted to train to become a wrestler, like just give it a try, just walk in. And so I went to a Sunday session, which was hosted by Damon Lee, and I was actually quite nervous at first with Damon Lee because obviously with the heel persona, but yeah, he was all right. Like
that.
he's an all right lad. Yeah, yeah,
He's not too bad, that Damon Lee, is he?
yeah. It's lovely. Oh, Damon's lovely. Damon's lovely.
Yeah, he is.
And yeah, and he was actually impressed with the stuff I did. I think it was just like strikes and bumps, and he actually thought like he saw good stuff from me. And I did a few like maybe 1 to 2 sessions a week, like throughout since because I didn't do more than like what Ethan and Luke and Tom were doing because most of the time I would be going to my dad's every weekend because he lives in the northeast. So, but I have like started like just like 2 months after Ethan and Luke, and
Right.
yeah, and I met Felwell like he started in like I think it was August, either August or October. It was around that time where I first met him. So we all trained at the old Future Shock Wrestling School at Max Gym.
All
And
right.
yeah, so we all started in like 2016, and met guy, and that's where I first met Danny. Met Sam. Like we've all like came from that, started at that school, and we've all had. That's where we all became friends there.
Nice, fair play, fair play. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's always great to dive into that background and see, what each person, what drove them. I asked Oscar, I was like, what was it that brought you into it? And every answer he had was spite. Yeah, he did something to spite somebody else. Sounds about right. But it's great. It's because wrestling's extremely niche. I always say this: if you try and explain wrestling to someone who doesn't watch it, it's gonna be a very difficult
Yeah,
time. It's very niche. So it's down to what screams out to you, isn't it?
yeah,
Like the crowd. The one thing I can't wait for is like crowd participation. Just at either end of the spectrum, just jacking up, like jaw jacking with the crowd. Because I can imagine that part being like really fun in the ring, kind of
yeah,
like just
yeah, yeah,
having
yeah,
them here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So one thing I want to ask, I need to. Where did Light the Fuse come from?
Um. Well, I've always been like, well, I was called Dynamite when I was like about 11. Me and my mate, we were just playing WWE 12, creating wrestlers. It was actually him that came up with the name Dynamite Lee. And
Fair.
yeah, so I've had that name since like primary school. But the like the fuse thing, I sort of like got that from WrestlePro in like 2018, and like we were always told like try and come up with a something rather than like coming out of the curtain shouting, "Come on, make some noise," or "Let's go," or
Yeah.
get up on your feet, because like you hear that from most wrestlers and stuff, and like I couldn't find anything like more dynamite sort of stuff. Like the fuse just like popped in my head, and it was. I thought like the fuse would actually work, and the first time I tried it, I thought it actually worked. Like especially when I do like a roaring entrance like out of the curtain, and I thought it, it actually kind of works. And then when AEW like started using like the fuse as a theme, I was like fuming.
Yeah, I noticed that. The fact because I only started watching AEW late on, so when I first heard that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, yeah. I was, but nah, like I never like I was thinking about it, but I just thought, just keep it going, and like it won't get affected too much because obviously I'm gonna enjoy lighting the fuse like wherever I go, and like just enjoy it, and because like the fuse is all I can do whenever I'm in that ring.
Yeah, yeah,
Because like
100%. Yeah,
yeah, and
it's brilliant though. It's lightning in a bottle. It's three simple words, but it's absolute lightning in a bottle. It's like it's the amount of times I've seen the crowd go absolutely mental, just shouting like the fuse.
yeah,
Twice now, I've lost my voice
yeah,
from it. I have lost my voice
really,
twice from it.
really. When
Hundred
was the
percent.
first time?
TNT Extreme Fields
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
stood with Kenny, Danny, and Harley, and Nathan and Crash, and just I wasn't drunk, but it was a little late on in the night, and there were quite a few drunk Danny's and Kellys and them, and then your music hit, and I swear to you, as soon as your music stopped, we just like we went mental. The place went mental, just screaming like the fuse. And I think Kenny
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
up to the ring.
Really?
I
I
think
didn't
so.
see that. I think I
And
saw
she just
that.
blitzed forward. Oh,
I don't think I saw. I didn't know that.
it
Yeah,
was mad.
I felt like that was actually like one of my biggest pops, especially
Mm,
like when I was asked like last minute to like fill in. Like it was like probably like the biggest pop I've ever had. Like it was definitely like probably one of the best moments of my career so far. And Nathan Cruz was just like he was well impressed, and like he's such a lovely bloke, and like I really
yeah,
enjoyed working with Nathan.
yeah. We took our chance. I think all of us took our chance to very, very brutally call him a wanker throughout the entire match.
Oh, I heard worse. Yeah, I heard worse. Like I was watching through the match when like when he was having his match with Dan Maloney. Like I heard you guys shouting worse. I was just like, oh god, oh Nathan.
It was
uh,
that night, well, that day, it's an all day thing, isn't it? Like Tower show. Oh my lord. Funnily enough, I had my first catch last night. I had my first, that Extreme Finish was my first TNT as well. An eight
yeah,
hour show was my first TNT.
yeah.
And I think I can say with confidence you got pop in the night at TNT. As soon as your
I think
music stopped.
everyone was saying it because like it was like unexpected. Like I was just in ring crew that day. I was helping with Danny and like other ring crew members as well. Like my best bit of the night was when Danny nearly got shot down by a bouncer. That was I was there when that happened, and I was just laughing my head off.
That was hilarious. That was
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, I was I was I had, I had such a blast that night.
Oh, it
I
was
really
so
enjoyed.
good.
Yeah, yeah. It was like it was probably one of my favorite moments in wrestling. Like stepping up to Nathan Cruz's challenge and just challenging him to a match.
Yeah.
Like especially when like it was like probably my biggest pop of the night, and like ever in my career, and like especially like I feel like normally I like my family. My family just always ask if I could like if they could like come to my shows, like which I've not got a problem with. Like I love my family coming down, but it's just like sometimes I feel like it's easier without them there. So then like it gives me more of a challenge to like try and get a bigger pop from the crowd. And like I think Extreme Fields was like definitely my best one so far. Because it's like it's definitely got there and it's helped me build my confidence, like going out in front of a crowd. So I was really happy with that. And yeah, I think
Massively stacked card as well.
yeah, like yeah, guys like Nathan Cruz, Dan Maloney, yeah, you had a lot of people, Elijah, Robbie X, Nico Angelo, uh, like yeah, LK Mezinga, yeah, like I can't remember who else. Like some of my other friends like the Odyssey a lot, Ryan Hunter, Rick Marcus, and LWF, Aiden Steen and David Getsky, which you know I was really proud of all everyone who participated. Like especially like when all of them are like pretty much my friends. Like it was actually really good to see my friends perform when they've never had that platform before. It was really good to see.
I went with Steve and WF, and it was just incredible, incredible. It's just I saw so many people I hadn't seen before, and other people that I hadn't seen in years. Like I hadn't seen the She Wolves in years ever since they left Future Shock, and it was just so great to see them. So it was an amazing day.
Yeah, like I think it was my first time seeing the She Wolves since they were the Queen Bees in Future Shock. Because obviously Molly and Casey were obviously wrestling in Scotland and stuff, and they had their run in Future Shock. And I didn't really go to many TNT shows during before lockdown, so I think yeah. And it was also my first time meeting Brady Phillips because he was at the show as well, and he like I really had a lovely chat with him as well, and he's really a nice lad.
Yeah, yeah, and I felt sorry for the crew and Made to Last and Jesse last night because the opening match of the main card was Ridgeway versus Brady Phillips. And holy shit, that was insane. That was
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely insane for the opener.
that was really insane.
You watch that and you're like, oh, like who's following that? Because that was mad. But
Absolutely, yeah,
Made to Last were in the match afterwards, so you can rely on them to put out something great.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. But like I saw videos of the crew and Jesse Wolf and me to last. Look, I was actually really happy that there are a lot more younger guys getting opportunities, and it's giving other people a chance to for everyone else to see like what they can do as well as just like guys like you see every day, and it's something that we need to like do more, and but obviously with like storyline basis, like it can be hard sometimes to fit that in, but like it's really good to see everyone else getting their opportunities that they deserve, especially with the hard work that they put in.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's when I see people that are that it is clear that it's young people getting an opportunity. It's always really great to see, and it's always a really great opportunity for them to rub shoulders with people who are a lot more experienced in front of a crowd. Because then they rub shoulders with some of the best on the scene, which is only ever going to help them. It's only ever going to help.
yeah, yeah.
Moving back over to Future Shock, what was it like? First of all, what was the reaction when it was brought up? But what was it like working as a tag team with Jacob North?
Well, I'll maybe like I'll tell you like from the point of my debut, like so obviously we all knew Jacob North as the man who like tapped out Titan Tebow, and he's this like proper intimidating character. And obviously, when I answered his challenge, I challenged him to a match. I knew it was my first match back in like 16 months. It was definitely one that I wanted to like put in the really good books and then like want to remember and want to enjoy. And obviously, Jacob North that never went easy on me. Like he actually gave me like a proper fight, and he definitely gave me a test. And I think to him, I definitely passed that test after earning his respect after the match, after like taking me out with the north to south. And I've known Jacob like for years. I know he's not the most sociable person to be around, but he's he can be thoughtful at times, and for me to earn his respect, I think that definitely proved it.
100%. And the team between you two as well is incredible. Absolutely brilliant. Like you trying to come up with tag team names in the PC. That video was no words. It was just fantastic. Absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There must have been a lot of corpse in there. It's surely.
yeah. Like sometimes I repeated the same names. When I got pushed when he pushed me with the bathroom door, like, I caught the back of my foot on the door and actually killed.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like one of them moments. Like I was actually like hopping around and stuff, but it still worked.
yeah.
And like no, it was really good. It was a really good time. But you know, I love tagging with Jacob North because everyone seems to not only do I like it, but it seems like everyone's starting to like it as well. I think it's like it's just something new. It's like it's something you don't see like in Brit Wres often, because like you have guys like the Models and the Young Guns, and they're a formidable tag team. Whereas me and Jacob Northwind, like we have two different opinions, and but we still like try our best to like cooperate as a tag team. And like we've had like good like which led us to main eventing for the tag titles, which was like a really good moment for me as well, because like that was my first title match ever. I never got an opportunity like that before, and working with the Models was like definitely a good lesson for me. Like it definitely gave me the experience that I needed, because before lockdown it was like just wrestling with my friends, and I think what I needed more was just like guys like Joey and Danny to like give me the experience that I need to like help me like elevate to what I need to be as a wrestler. And like now that I've worked like Joey like 3 times, especially last night at Catch, I really love working with him, and I hope to do more stuff with him soon.
Yeah, Joey's one of those who's got such a mind for the business. Like he's got so much experience. Like he and Danny, that it looks like it kind of just comes easy to them now. It's just natural.
Yeah,
Brilliant,
yeah,
absolutely brilliant. And that Fatal 4-Way last night was fantastic. It's such a mix of styles as well.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it's definitely like well fast paced, and it was really like well too close, and it like I definitely want to have a singles match with Scotty Rourke after the standoff we had during the match,
Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. I want
because
to see it.
yeah, I think that would be definitely a fun one to watch, and definitely a fun one to take part in as well,
Yeah, yeah,
because like I've met Scotty. He was at the show when I debuted, and that was the first time I met him. And like I knew that before then he was a good wrestler, and I knew he was like a sound lad. And working with him last night was actually really fun, and I hope to do that again soon.
absolutely love to see that.
Yeah,
He's another one as well. Um, I hadn't really seen a lot of him, and then I saw him once at a show, and then that's it. I've seen this, and no, Alan, he's just someone you just can't complain about watching. Like his match at TNT, Extreme Fears was just you couldn't blink because you'd miss about
yeah,
10 things.
yeah.
Insanity. I've heard a few different opinions. I'm just
Oh yeah,
curious to think of your like see what you enjoy, because I've heard I think Tonga fight. I mean, don't quote me on this. I might be chatting bollocks here, but I think Tonga prefers singles matches over, like, say, a Fatal 4-Way or things like that. And I can understand that personally. Watching Fatal 4-Ways can be a lot more chaotic. There's a lot more things going on.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
your opinion?
I mean, I like. I mean, I don't mind really, because if you're doing the same stuff, like it just like I think it can become a bit of a drag and stuff. And I was actually asked this a bit, and like I wouldn't mind like if it was like the same company, maybe doing singles and tag. If even if you're in a tag team, and the promoter asks, what would you like? Would you stay in a tag team, or would you be a singles competitor? And like you, I'd probably say like I'd go for both, like because you want to like prove yourself to like your tag partner who could be like your best friend, and then like you just want to prove yourself as a person that you could show the world, and even prove more to your best friend, if you get what I mean. And
Yeah,
like I think like with Fatal Four-Ways as well, I think that's like more of a way to like prove yourself, because like you got more opponents on you, you got more you got less chance, you got more of a bigger test than like just fighting one guy. And it's like I just like wrestling in general, like Fatal Four-Way, Triple Threat, like I really don't mind, as long as like all I care about is just wrestling. That's it. And all I care about is just doing what I love, and I think it's definitely fun to do everything, and like wrestle whoever you want to face, or whoever the fans want you to see wrestle, and you just go in there and you just go have fun. That's the important thing. It's just have fun.
yeah, yeah. I can't agree more. I can't agree more. Like people go into wrestling because it's what they love. So if you don't enjoy it, or these you've hit a point where you've stopped enjoying it, maybe
Yeah,
it can hit a point where you try and find what you love again.
yeah.
Wrestling should be about fun
Yeah,
from
exactly.
a wrestler's perspective, a fan's perspective, a booker's perspective, anyone. It should just be the whole, the way I see it anyway, the whole reason for wrestling is 2, 3, 4, or maybe 8 hour escape from reality. To
Yeah,
just
yeah,
enjoy yourself and have fun.
yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have any goals or ambitions for either near or far future?
Um, Either like maybe WWE, AEW, or Japan. Definitely is what I want to do. Like I know I gotta like put a lot more effort into Japan, but I'd be happy if I could just wrestle like all over the world and like be an international talent. That'd be good, because you go in different places. Maybe you could like learn the language, and like learn cultures, and like other people's like landscape. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And but probably my biggest one in goal is to go to Japan. I think that would be my biggest place to like my most wanted place to go to. But if I go other places, I'd definitely be happy to do that as well. Like do it internationally and wrestle in the UK as well, because like I love British wrestling as well. So wherever I go, whatever I do, like I just want to do it all. That's my accomplishment.
That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear. Dynamite Lee, do you have anything to plug? Any socials or dates, shows?
Well, my socials. So Twitter is at Lee Dawson 01, and Instagram is all lowercase Dynamite _Lee _Dawson 00. And I am currently working on merch at the moment. I've got a design. I'm just currently I'm trying to get a quote from Pins of Knuckles. So hopefully we should be able to get some merch on the tape merchandise stands as soon as possible. And I'll work on the website as well to if anyone wants to buy it online. So I'll definitely get that. And my next show is the Bread Shed on December 6th in Manchester for Catch Pro Wrestling. And
Here first.
sorry,
You heard it here first.
yeah, you heard it here first.
Honestly, mate, thank you so much. It's been an
No
absolute
worries,
pleasure
mate.
having you on.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and thank you very much. I'll see you later.
Thank you very much. See you later.